So, welcome to those amazing people joining live. As always, a couple extra points for you, because it is early on a Thursday and it's hard to join live, so well done. Welcome to everybody joining on the replay, which is also really hard to motivate yourself to do, so well done to you as well. And we're going to start with, I want today's full body, so if you have weights, just have them nearby and have them light and heavy. We're going to be doing a little bit of rowing, so if you do have two equal weights or dumbbells or body weight, so that would be really useful. We're also going to be doing kind of a squat with a goblet, so you can either hold two dumbbells, two water bottles or a kettlebell. And then what else are we going to do? Yeah, crisscross squat and a plank. So planks can be wall planks, elevator planks, so make it your own today. Let's get moving. So starting by standing up, I've had to block the light out. It is officially spring almost. So I'm now prepared. I don't have to stop the class. Really good. So just swaying it out, everybody. You see, I see the sun in your house, blasting through the windows, and Sarah's as well. Oh, lovely. We're going to go for 3 and 2 and 1, and then just let the arms keep going and keep your feet grounded into the mat. Really nice. And I want you to think about length today. So if you're like here, try and just lengthen up a little bit. Standing proud. For 3, 2, 1. We're going to go straight into hip circles. If you do need to hold on, please do. You're going to draw that knee across and out to the side. Now I'm tight today in my hips. So just you reduce the range of motion as you need to. This is your workout, so remember that. Oh my goodness. And then the other side. If you can balance, great. But you don't need to. It's early in the morning and you're like, not there yet, totally understand. That's it. And notice how one hip feels compared to the other. Really good. Now we're going to swing it out, back to the wall. You're going to soften the left knee, spread the toes, really press into the ground, and then just swing that right leg. Just make sure you're not going to hit the wall or kick any weights. Really good. You know that's all coming from experience, don't you? Yeah. I've had quite a few injuries by kicking kettlebells. It's not fun. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and then the other side. So again, hold on if you need to, otherwise soften that knee and swing. Really good. And try not to kind of be rigid with it. Try and just let it go. Just mobilizing that hip. Very nice indeed. Well done. And then coming back, we're going to reach up, and I want you to make a Y shape and then a W shape. So you're kind of pulling behind you. W, Y to W, Y to W, and then I to W, if you can. If that's like, no, not today, just stay with your Y. So you're trying to bring those inner elbows towards your ears. Well done. For 5 and 4. Really drawing those shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1. Drop the arms. Let's go side to side. So creeping fingertips to toes. That's it. For 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and little circle of those hips. So try and even out. So notice if you're kind of like, you're really circling on this side but can't really circle on this side. So you're trying to do a full circle. Just noticing where it's tight, feet facing forward or slightly turned out, and then reverse. Oh, I'm so tight. Really good. 3, 2, and 1 more for your brain. Stop with your right hand, pull. So you're pushing with your right, pulling with your left. It's like a bow and arrow, and then you're going to switch. Push and pull, push and pull. For 10, 9, 8, pulling back, pushing forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, we are ready to go. So grab your weights. The first one is tough. you want to do this body weight only, you can. I'm going to show you an option. The first one, you're going to hold a weight and lift a knee. That can be your option today. Second option, if your knees are happy, you're going to come to the floor and come back up. Switch legs every time and come back up. We're going to do 40 seconds. Second exercise is a single leg deadlift with a row and up. So if you're like, nope, you're going to just do a hinge and a row and back up, sending the hips back, keeping length and row. If you've only got one weight, use one weight. So the single leg deadlift, the leg goes back, slowly tip forward, keep that length, row, back up. Not easy. I'm challenging you today. So get everything that you need. And we're gonna go in as soon as I hit play on this timer. Are you ready? 40 seconds. Grab your goblet. So you're gonna hold 2 dumbbells or 1 kettlebell or 2 water bottles. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you crack on. So again, you're holding it comfortably, drop the shoulders down, lift and lift, or coming back, coming up, pressing into that front foot. If that is not for you, don't do it. That's it. So standing here and lift, keeping that stability through the core, more than enough. Well done. Oh, this is hard. Sarah, I'm sorry about this. You poor legs. Really good. That's it. Really good, everybody. Take your time, so like 1 rep is enough. Nice. Ooh, did we like that one? Jury's out. Right, so grab 2 equal weights, take a break. Grab 2 equal weights, either dumbbells or kettlebells. There we go. I'm gonna grab 2 lighter weights. That's it. And you can do this body weight to start. So really spreading the toes of that front foot. Remember, you can slide the feet back, row, slide back in if it's too much to balance. Coming down forward, keeping length, and come back in. Remember, option to just hinge and row. Notice if your weights are too heavy. This is very challenging. That's it, 1 leg only. Down, and back. Oh, that's hard. Really drawing your belly in and up. Down. Nice job. And take a break. That's so hard. And remember, you can do this without weights. You can slide your foot along the floor, row, and you're thinking about elbows drawing back. You ready on the other side? You got this. Do what feels comfortable for you. Spread the toe of the standing foot, soften the knee. Think about leg traveling back. It doesn't need to be a big hinge. Do what you can. Keep those weights even so you're not rounding the spine. Chest is beaming forward. And coming back up. Well done. Inhale, exhale to draw those arms up. Well done. Keep breathing. Nice. Really helps that exhale, really helps. Trying to stay as even as you can across the shoulders. Remember, option to just hinge and row. If you're just hinging, front body meets back body, send the hips back, elbows drawn back and up. You got 3 seconds. Nice. Well done. Back to your either knee lifts, holding a weight, or get-ups. I love a get-up. I know it's very strange to say that. In terms of holding a kettlebell, you can hold it bottoms up, rest it against your chest, or the other way up, holding the horns. Dumbbells are a little bit easier to hold because they're more uniform in shape. That's it. So just take your time here. So exhale to press up. Make sure you're switching legs. Coming down, if you do have knee issues, pad your knees if you're coming to the floor. Make it as comfortable as you can. You got this. Not easy today. Well done. Keep going if you can. So the other option, remember, is lift and lift. And you're trying not to kind of shift the weight. Stand tall, lift, working those hip flexors, take a break. Okay, we're just gonna do the row for the final exercise in this set rather than the single leg. So I want you to think about sending your hips back, You don't need to bend the knees excessively. Soft bend is enough, or keep them long if you want to. And then think elbows drawing back. Let's go. And remember, body weight is always an option. So as always, rock slightly forward so the weight is more across the ball of your foot. Send the hips back as if you're closing a car door. Front body meets back body. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. That's it. And down. Keep length through the neck. Use that exhalation. Make sure you're not overly dipping in that lower back. Find that neutral position. Long spine. You got this. Really good. And relax. Pop those weights down. And I want you to sweat it out. Amazing job, everybody. How hard was that? Pretty hard, huh? Yeah, I mean, those exercises will get every muscle in your body. So the next set is exactly the same. You're going to hold, if you've got dumbbells, you're going to hold 2 dumbbells, 1 on each shoulder. You're going to do a little squat and then cross. Little squat and then cross. Working the brain as well. If you've got a kettlebell, you can easily do this. 1 little twist, but you're keeping it kind of at your chest. You're not kind of randomly moving it. Keeping it at your chest. Just turning slightly. So it's staying in the center of your chest. You're moving your head and shoulders towards the leg. If that is too much coordination, just squat. Just squat. Don't worry. Second one is your favorite. It's a plank. So you're going to come down. You can either hold a half plank position, a full plank position, or if you're able to, we're going to send one arm away and then the other arm away. You can absolutely do that. Elevated surface. And the other arm away, keeping everything stable. Let's get to it. Are we ready? What's the first one? Squat to cross. Right. Are you ready? 3, 2, let's go. So I'm going to use a kettlebell. I just prefer a kettlebell. Little squat, feet turned evenly outwards. Down, and remember, okay, I'm going to lift my left leg. So I'm twisting towards that leg. That you can go that slow. Don't need to go faster. And cross. You can also just cross. If you're like, I don't want to do a squat today, that's fine. Really good. Some days are just no squat days, and that's fine. So we're finding a little twist. Shoulders are working. Full body workout today, everybody. Have you noticed? Yeah. And well done. Whew. Okay, so plank. I love a plank. If you hate a plank, there's so many different ways to do it. So find an elevated surface, find your elbows. Hold a plank, half plank if you don't want to open up. Spread your fingers wide if you're coming into the full plank. I'm going to demo in half plank, pressing the ground away. Really pressing into the hand that's staying on the ground. Opening up to one side. And then the other. Your gaze is down but slightly forward. You're not looking at your hands. Keeping length through the neck. If you want to come into the full plank, by all means, come into that full plank. And just working at your own pace. You can add an optional push-up in between if that's going to float your boat today. So you can do 1 on each side and then push up. Just find what works for you. Keep going for a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yay! Slowly make your way to standing. So don't rush it. I'm going to demo the next one with 2 kettlebells. Because you can do 2 kettlebells. If you are used to kettlebells and you can find that rack position where the weight is kind of 45 degrees between the thumb and forefinger coming off the heel of the hand, find that rack position, you can do that. So you're going to squat, let's go, and twist. Squat and twist. Squat and twist. Squat. So only do the racked position if you are used to kettlebell training and you've practiced that position before. That's it, keep going. Option, hold 1, just do the squat or just do the twist from the back. You're gonna sit down, twist towards that leg you're lifting up. That's it, and remember you can just option to just twist And you're not, that's it. Oh, that went quick. For me, anyway. So plank again, your favorite thing. Remember, this is an option, really thinking about length, opening to one side and back, opening to the other side and back. Are you ready? You got this. I'm going to do elbows this time, so you can absolutely do it on elbows. If your wrists are not happy, no worries. Trying to keep the body as stable as you can. And really thinking about length through the neck. That's it. Keep breathing. You can drop your knees at any point. You can come up into half plank, full plank, whatever works for you. Elevated surface, wall. So many lovely options. Opening up to the side, coming back. Opening up to the other side, coming back. You've got 5 seconds left. Holding position is also an option. Well done. Back to your twist. So I'm going to hold a heavier weight now, just because I've finally warmed up. Feeling good. And remember, option to hold by the horns, option to rest against your chest, option to do body weight, dumbbells, whatever you fancy. Find your stance. You can use a chair for your squat. If you tend to get sore knees when you do a squat, I find a chair really helps because it takes the guesswork away. You kind of know where you're going. You naturally send those hips back. Really good. If twisting's not for you, just do the squat. Find the breath. You're going to inhale down, exhale, twist. Inhale down, exhale, twist. So you're almost catching yourself and squeezing back up. And a little twist. Only a few seconds left. You got this. Inhale and exhale. Your kettlebell looks huge, Sarah. Like huge. We're going to go back to your plank. It's 8K, oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like it's about 30. It's amazing. You shouldn't have shown me that. You should have said, yeah, it's 30K. Okay, we're going to come down to our plank. 8K is actually very heavy. That's what I was using. That's enough for that exercise. So coming up into a plank and then opening to one side if you're able to, adding a little optional push-up if you're used to push-ups. Opening to the other side. Remember, you can be in half plank if your knees are happy. You can be in hands and knees. Drawing the belly in and up. You can be elevated. Finding that lovely long position. Opening up and back. You can even stand up. Open up and back. So there's so many options. You've got 7 seconds left. Nice job. And relax. Well done. Let me see if we have one more. No! We are good. Okay. We're going to run through everything and then job done. What's the first exercise? What's the first one? Do you remember? Get ups. Get ups or knee lifts. Are you ready? We're going in 3, 2, let's go. So I'm going to hold a lighter weight this time. So you're coming down and then getting up, changing legs. Coming down, and you don't have to be in a tightrope. Give yourself some space, it really helps. That's it. Now, if you're like, I'm not doing that, Christine, that's fine. Lift. And you can bring that leg out to the side. Give yourself space. You can just lift it a tiny bit. Just see what works for you. Well done. Doing really well. If you're watching on the recording, keep going. You're nearly there. That's it. So coming down, it's a great one to practice to get up and down from the floor. And really make sure you're switching legs because we all have a dominant leg. Well done. Okay. Single leg deadlift rows. Now I'm going to do these body weight. That's where I'm feeling like at the minute. You can just practice your single leg deadlift. Keeping that length. Warrior 3 in yoga, if you do yoga. But really making sure foot facing forward, spreading the toes, softening the knee. Let's go. So you're going to row and drawing back, same leg. And extra points if you can stay on that leg and not put your foot down. I don't care about extra points, I'm going to put my foot down. That's it, really good. So it's just about challenging your balance, but working within your range of motion. And I find balance is different every day. So some days I feel more balanced than others. Some days I need that supporting leg to be on the floor. Sometimes I feel like I can hover it and hold it. So just check in with yourself and see how you're feeling today. Well done. And one side might feel entirely different. So if you need to stand near a wall, please do. I want you to feel safe in these exercises. So spreading the toes of the other foot, softening that knee, bringing the weight slightly forward across the ball of the foot, and you're thinking about leg going back, tipping you forward, drawing those elbows back. So thread attached to the elbow, drawing it back. And remember, you can find the hinge and keep both feet on the floor. If you're feeling wobbly, you can also hold the wall, row with one arm. So find what works for you today. Nothing is better than anything else. It's just what works for you. And I want you to challenge yourself. So I want it to feel like you're at the edge of what's comfortable for you, but not over the edge. That's it. Really good. For 3, 2, and well done. Okay, your dumbbell squat to cross or your goblet squat to cross. Are you ready? We're going in 3, 2, let's go. Again, I'm doing body weight, down and cross, down and cross, down and cross. Check in with yourself. Maybe you want to put the weight down, maybe you want a heavier weight. Entirely up to you. And cross. Well done. Inhale and exhale. Remember, option to just do the squat. I say just do the squat, that's very hard. That's it. Find the breath. You determine the number of reps you do. So you can go really slow and steady and mindfully, or you can go a little bit faster. Well done. Okay, your favorite one now is the plank. So if you want to just hold plank, that's fine. But option to lift one arm, lift the other, and then push up is a great option. But just find anything that works. Last exercise, everybody. We're nearly there. So pressing the ground away or pressing the wall away, wherever you are. And I want you to think about not looking down at your hands, looking slightly forward, lifting one arm, lifting the other. Little push up, optional. Remember, you can drop those knees at any time. Commit into 4-point kneeling. Well done. Little push up. Just finding what works for you today. Really good. And inhale down, exhale, press the ground away. Inhale, open. And when you're coming down, you want to exhale to press the ground back away, to push back up and take a break. So if you're on the floor, I want you to find a puppy pose, hips lifted. You can rest on a cushion, or if you can bring your head to the floor, your chin to the floor, anything that works. If you're standing for that one, I want you to send your hips back, drop your head between your arms. Oh, well done, everybody. You are amazing. And we're all going to come to a seated position, whether that's on a chair or on the floor. Really good. And just finding a cross-legged position, or if you're sitting in a chair, just finding a comfortable position. You can also be in straddle. And if you're crisscrossing, opposite leg in front, you know what I mean, the weird one. I'll better do that as well. That's it. So does that feel strange? Yes. And I want you to notice, are you dropping back, or can you sit up on those sit bones a little bit taller? You're going to take your left hand to the mat, slide it away, come up and over with the right. Now notice if you're dropping forward, look up at your arm. See if you're if that elbow is directly above the shoulder. That's what you're aiming for. That's it. You don't have to lengthen the arm. Well done. And then I want you to bring the elbow down towards the knee, and then back up. And then we're going to do the other side. So really thinking about, you can keep a bend of that arm. Have a look at the elbow. I notice that elbow's more forward, so I'm going to try and open up a little. Really good. Very nice, everybody. And then draw that elbow down. So if you're hugging a beach ball, it is that time of year. Not yet. We're getting there. And then I want you, if you're able to in this position, to walk forward. If that doesn't even rest your head, you can do this in a straddle and you can reach forward if that's better for you. So just find what works. Otherwise, resting your head down. Just letting the breath come back to normal. Feeling very proud of yourselves today for showing up. I want you to place your hands behind your back. You're going to do a little windshield wiper. So this you can do sitting on a chair, you can do lying on your back, but the main thing I want you to do is not round. If you can, sit up tall. And all we're going to do is go side to side. It's harder than it looks to not round the spine. If you're tight in the legs, you might really feel this. So rather than just bringing both legs to the side, you're bringing one in, the other one stays there. That's where the work is. Bring one in, the other one stays there. Yeah. Nice. Just one more on each side. Well done. So half your legs, try this. Legs are here and you're just moving one. Oh, that's really hard. And then just moving the other. Oh, and shake it off. And you are done for the morning. Well done, amazing people. I'm going to stop that recording. Take a second to get up and come to standing. Just take it easy.